Get ready for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, it's time for the VooDoo Chef Podcast, where we will discuss all things voodoo from the VooDoo Studios located right here in beautiful Tampa, Florida. So to all my booties out there, if you're looking for nothing but a good time, this is the place to be. Call your friends, knock on the neighbor's door, and let them know it's time to party like a rock star for the next hour. Join me and my guests and learn to voodoo like we do as we discuss our faves and the voodoo that we use. I'll put our guests on the spot as we ask for their top 3, and make sure and listen as we discuss some of our favorite war stories from the kitchens we've worked in. Sit back, grab a tall glass of your favorite libation, and enjoy this episode of the VooDoo Chef Podcast.
What's going on, booties? Hey, we're back, and we're back on such an amazing week. If you didn't know, this week we will celebrate National Cookie Week. It's actually today, and so we're bringing in a baker, and we're going to talk about cookies, and you know, one of my favorite cookies, the macaroon. I absolutely love the macaroon. We're going to be posting some videos, making some whoopie pies with some peanut butter pie filling instead of marshmallow fluff, and a little bit of candied bacon embedded in this thing too. So it's a special podcast. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, they were amazing, Big Eddie C. I wish we weren't doing COVID so you could be here to actually taste these things that I cook every now and again.
I'll put a mask here and a mask there, and it'll have that little crack in the middle. I can just do that.
But the funny thing is you and I see each other often, kind of like myself and H. You know, it's kind of like we are family. We see each other that often. It's kind of strange that we're doing this via Zoom, but you know, it's all good. It'll change soon, and we'll be back to normal, and we'll be sitting in here and tasting that stuff, and we'll be back here together. Maybe we'll do the old stupid headphone things and all that stuff again. Who knows?
Oh yeah, I'll put the big ass cans in my ears. Oh yeah, you bet.
What's your favorite cookie, Big Eddie C? Do you have a favorite cookie?
It's almost a tie. I love a traditional chocolate chip, but I do love a really good soft white chocolate macadamia. Now I'm not even going to bring the wife in here because then she's going to start rooking and fucking arguing. White chocolate's not really chocolate. Well, guess what? They don't call it white onions. It's white chocolate. You know, I don't make it up. You know.
You know, we had some cool cookies a couple weeks ago when we did the volunteer event. You were there. We had the Cuban style sugar cookie with the VooDoo Foundation logo on top. And, you know, that's one of those. I wanted a cafe con leche with it, though, man. I mean, for me, that cookie is not a standalone. I need that cafe con leche with that cookie, but or a nice strong bourbon, which I did have that night. So we were all good. But, you know, people think I'm odd. One of my go-tos, I love Oreos. I love double stuffed Oreos. And it's really odd. People freak out. I really like double stuffed Oreos with Coors Light. You get the sweet, you get the salty bitter, and the two together, I really do enjoy it. And
you're great, man.
Absolutely, man.
You're good. Damn right. I had one in there. I wouldn't say it's a cookie, but it's an Imperial German chocolate coffee cupcake stout.
Holy cow. It's like, how much more can we put inside the burger there, Big Eddie C?
Well, there is one more. Angry Chair makes it, so I'm going to give him a quick shout out. And the only one that's beyond that is the barrel-aged Imperial German chocolate coffee cupcake stout. A bottle of that, usually if you can find it, goes somewhere around $300.
Holy moly. Yeah, we might need to find some of those.
I'm going to see. That's one of those ones. They don't really announce things far in advance because they don't want people lining up halfway down fucking Florida Avenue. And I get that. So it's like with them, you got to really hop on social media and get those notifications and be ready to stand in line. So, which is what I did for the Imperial one, and it was gone right after I left. It didn't, you know, they last maybe 2 hours, and that's it. The only way you can get it after that is if you roll in there and have it on tap, but that hauls ass fast too.
So at your house, I mean, it is holiday season. Is Gina going to be making a lot of these cookies like we see come out of the holiday season? A lot of the molded cookies, a lot of the stamped cookies, press, and things like that?
Highly doubtful. She's not a big cookie person. Her next goal, perhaps, because we did some cannolis for Thanksgiving, fresh cannolis.
Oh, man.
There's leftover filling, and what she wants to put that into is a cake, similar to what we had at our wedding, which was a cassata, the Italian wedding cake, where there's like layers of cannoli filling in between the layers of actual cake.
That sounds yummy. And your anniversary is coming up, so it's perfect time.
2 weeks, baby. So
2 weeks. And we'll be missing Big Eddie C on that podcast. But you know, family first, and you got to go celebrate that anniversary.
that's the big point, man. So big night out.
We don't do a lot of cookies around here either. Not even at the holiday season. You know, I've got some relatives. They get in that mode and they cook every type of cookie on the planet, and they Tupperware it and ship it. And I'm okay with that. Ship it to me. And any of the VooDoos out there, if you want to ship us some cookies, you know, we're real easy to find. Look us up, and Big Eddie C and I'll break them out and share them down, and we'll be happy to try any cookie you want to send us. Just so you know.
I'll even eat the coconut. I'm not a big coconut guy.
I'm not a big coconut guy either, but you know what? If somebody's willing to send it to us, we'll try it on for size.
I'm like Harrelson in Zombieland. Not the taste, the consistency. Like you chew on it and chew on it, and just don't go nowhere. So
no, it's a total package. You know, I've got some no-nos that I don't like, and we're actually going to be making an exception. You know, maybe we'll do a list of our top 10s that we don't eat one day. I think I know most of yours.
Yeah.
On my list actually is honey, and on the podcast you're going to miss, we're going to be talking actually about honey that night.
Oh, man.
Make sure, I know you're going to miss the honey episode. Make sure you mark it on your calendars, December 16th. We're going to be talking all about honey with our good friend Darren Ball, so you can figure out the rest from there. Eddie C, I went to a local market, and I have a weakness. You know, I go to the market and I like to shop the local vendors, and a lot of times I'll buy whatever they're selling just to support local.
Sure.
But just to give a shout out to our boy Poppy, he was at a local market and I was out of Poppy's chips. And if you watch the show, you know Poppy makes fresh ass chips. And so I had to go get some new chips. I had to go buy chips. And there was a local baker actually selling cookies at the market. And she was selling one of my favorite cookies, the macaroon. I love macaroons. And they're my weakness. I first tried a French macaroon. It was made by William Dean Chocolatier over in Largo. And he actually made some of the candies and chocolates that were in that movie, You'll Be Our Champion, You Go Fight for Us, and You Might Die, and
The Hunger Games?
That one.
Oh,
that one. So he made some of the candies that were featured in that movie.
Oh, wow.
And you know, I got to try his peanut butter and jelly macaroon, and I just absolutely fell in love. And I'm a picky eater. I don't venture out. So, you know, that was the first time I had a French macaroon, and I fell in love. And so now whenever I see them, I pick them up. And so I met this young lady, a local baker, who was selling macaroons at the market. And I bought every cookies and cream macaroon that she had, and I ate them. I ate them all during the Bucks game. It was horrible.
Bravo.
It was horrible. I mean, it was amazing. They were amazing. And it's funny, a lot of my culinary students know that if you want to get a good grade or you want to win a competition, one of our scholarship winners knew I like macaroons. actually made macaroons for her scholarship entry and ended up getting, I don't know, $15,000 to go to college. But they're one of my favorites. And what perfect time to talk about it than right here on Cookie Week, National Cookie Day. Let's bring in Shayla Daniels. She should be popping in right on our screen right now. Shayla, what's going on?
Hi.
Yeah, Shayla, this is Big Eddie C. I don't know if you've officially met, but now you have. And
Nice to meet you.
welcome to the VooDoo Chef Podcast. How you doing?
Thank you. I'm good. I can't. A little tired, but you know that's
That's our
adulting.
industry. Get over it. Shake it off. Taylor Swift, that shit.
Pretty much.
So we were just talking. We were talking about some of our favorite cookies. I was talking about how we met. You know, I was at the market and you were making some macaroons, and they're my favorite. And I mentioned how I bought all of the cookies and cream macaroons and took them home and ate them during the Bucks game.
Nice.
You know, first things first. I know they're your favorite cookie.
They are.
Macaron instead of macaroon, or
Where-
if you want to be American, macaron.
There we go.
All Americans pronounce it macaron, but I studied French, macaron.
You studied French?
I did. I used to be fluent in French.
Used to be.
Used to be.
Yeah,
I got a
then
funny story. So
adulting kicks in.
adulting kicks in big time. I used to be in charge of purchasing for a local restaurant here, and we didn't get in our croissants, and the chef starts freaking out, and he's like, "Who the fuck ordered food? Where?" I go, "Dude, I know we didn't get our croissants." He goes, "It's croissant. Can't you speak fucking English?" And I'm like,
Oh,
"Isn't that French?
yep.
Where the fuck are they at, you?" You know,
It's funny. It's funny you say it though, because when like chocolate croissants, pain au chocolat is chocolate croissant. But I legit, it makes my like toes curl when like regular Americans say it. I'm just like, just say chocolate croissant. Like, I don't know why. It's so weird. I don't know, but like,
what's a regular American? So I'm a regular American, which means I like it bigger, badder, faster, better, and don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, all right, I'm down for it.
And your macaroons were fucking amazing.
Well, thank you. Cookies and cream is actually the second top selling. Like kids go crazy for that and my Fruity Pebbles.
Oh my God. You didn't even have Fruity Pebbles.
I know. I tried to keep the menu somewhat small.
Tell me you put Fruity Pebbles like in between them, like real Fruity Pebbles for the front.
Yeah, so the shell has Fruity Pebbles on top. And then I take my buttercream, which I always add sea salt to balance out sweetness. And then I take, it's like one for every 8 ounces of buttercream. I do an 8 ounces almost Fruity Pebbles crushed in there and just mix it. And then I let it sit overnight to really absorb the flavor. Pipe it and then sprinkle more Fruity Pebbles on top.
I'm so really upset with you right now. I
got you. You can get some.
God. All right, so let's really get this thing going, because I really want to get to know you a little bit. The only thing I really know is, you know, we met very briefly, and I felt, you know, the cookies are my jam. I was there actually working. We didn't spend much time together, and so this is great that you agreed to come in. Thank you for that. Tell us a little bit about your background, your culinary background, and where you went to school.
All right, so I graduated from the French Pastry School, downtown Chicago. Shout out FPS.
Did you grow up in Chicago and go to high school there?
Not Chicago, Wisconsin. So this is Wisconsin. This is where I live. My wrist is Illinois. So right on the border of Wisconsin.
Right there by Six Flags?
Yep, so Six Flags is in Gurnee. I lived in Kenosha. So I grew up in Kenosha, but like 90% of my family is in Chicago. So we were always in Chicago. And like when I went to pastry school, I just took the train every single day back and forth.
It's what, like an hour and a half?
Yep. And it's so much cheaper than living downtown Chicago. So now let me tell you, having to walk 7 blocks in the motherfucking cold, in the snow, in Chicago, that's not fun at all. But I 1000% would do it again. I absolutely love my school. I love my chefs. Like, it was the best experience of my entire life.
How long was school up there? How long did you go?
So with FPS, it's accelerated. So 6 months. And it
That's
was from, I believe it was like 7 a.m. to like 4. and
Mhm.
just back to back to back to back. Like we did everything from breads to sugar show pieces and everything in between. So
That's super cool. That's
I
super
loved it.
cool. So you went, did you go right out of high school?
Straight out of high school. So I know people say this, but like legit, I've known since I was a kid that I wanted to be a pastry chef. Like I baked with my grandma all the time. We watched Food Network. I actually got to meet my Food Network idol, Gail Gann, when I worked at
Oh
Alessi's
my
Bakery.
God. I still
I
make Gail
lost my
Gann's double
shit.
blueberry muffins.
Oh my gosh. She came in for I don't even know why she was there, but my chef's like, oh yeah, Gail Gann will be here. I'm like, what a way. Like the Gail Gann? Lost my shit. I like groupied and I was like, I'm so sorry. Just you're the reason why I'm a pastry chef. And she's like, okay. But yeah, like so literally I went from high school. I graduated high school in June. I started pastry school in July. Like did not wait at all.
Awesome. Now Gail Gann has she wrote the menu for the Brasserie in Chicago, didn't she?
Mm-hmm. And she has a hot dog shop in Chicago.
Oh, she's one of my favorites too. That's funny. You know, you and I, we did share a couple phone conversations real quick, and it is a very small world. And it's funny that you're mentioning Gail Gann. I don't know if I still make her double blueberry muffins to this day.
They're amazing.
They're that good. They're that good.
She's
So
awesome. She's also like only 4 feet tall. Literally.
Wow.
And I'm 5'10", so it was like the picture is literally like this, but I'm just the whole time.
That's funny.
That's awesome. So after your pastry school, did you stay in Wisconsin? Did you work in Chicago? What's the pathway after that?
Okay, so right after pastry school, I got a job at the local bakery doing wedding cakes. And they got my feet wet with that. I did that.
And you're
for
like
about
18, 19 years old.
Yep, I was 18. Literally, I was 18, turning 19. And when I hit 19, I was still working there, lead doing the wedding cakes. I have spina bifida. So, are you familiar with what that is?
It's bifida of the spine.
Yep. Okay. So it's a birth defect where, as an embryo, your spine doesn't fully form.
Right.
Most people are paralyzed, but I have a very mild form of it. But
Okay.
from that, you get what's called a Chiari malformation sometimes, and that's where your skull and your spinal cord don't connect. Instead, the tonsils of your brain sit in between that hole.
Holy moly.
I was 19. I turned 19 in March, and then all of a sudden, my arms and legs start giving out on me. My speech went out. I'm like, what is going on? Turns out 7 millimeters of my brain was being compressed. So I ended up having brain surgery. I found out in August. I had brain surgery September 26, 2011.
And you're 19 years old?
I was 19 at the time. They say that like if by the time you hit 19, if you don't have any issues with it, you'll be fine for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
No, but it
that's
was
some life playing some fucked up gag, right?
Look, but it literally is the biggest testimony of my life. Surgery was supposed to be 3 hours. I was in surgery for 7 hours. Neurological ICU for 4 days. I left the hospital on a walker, couldn't feed myself, bathe myself. I'm left-handed and I lost all function of my left arm. So I was in PT for 9 months, but through the grace of God, I was able to go back to work against my doctor's orders a month after brain surgery. And I mean, I was just doing like stupid stuff, answering phones, but I couldn't have my mom continuing to wipe my ass. Like I couldn't do that. So it was rough, but literally you realize how short life is and the people in your circle that are there for you in those moments. And I don't like take for granted not a single day that I wake up in the morning. So
that is just awesome. That's beautiful. And that's testament because
work ethic, man. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. You're exactly everything everybody needs to strive to be. And as we learn more about you, I think it's going to be even more of a testament to who you are, because we're not even 20 years old yet. And if I'm not mistaken, it's not polite to ask a woman her age.
Oh yeah, I'm 28. It's fine.
But I was going to say, you're approaching 30 and you've already accomplished some major feats. And after that story, it's just even more impressive. So, power to you. And before we forget, we want everybody to know where they can find you. And I don't want, I always forget this because I get so engaged with people and just loving their story. Where can we find, and here's the beauty, she's fluent in French. So the name of her company is Shay Shay's, which is fucking hysterical and awesome all at the same time. Where can we find you?
So I am on Instagram at Shay Shay Sweets, but it's the first Shay is French and it stands for the House of. So it's CHEZ, and then Shays, as obviously for Shayla, SHAYS, and then Sweets. So on Instagram, it's Shay Shay Sweets, but Sweets has 2 S's at the end. For some reason, Instagram was stupid and wouldn't let me put one. And then I'm also on Facebook at Shay Shay Sweets. But my close, like, knit group of friends and family, they call me Shay Shay. And I hate when anybody else does that, but I'm just like, shit, that's like such a cool name for like a business play on words. I do French macarons. Like it made sense to
I've been
name my
calling you
business
Shay
that.
Shay since I met you. And just
If
so you know, because I'm American, I'm going to say I get my macaroons at Shay's house, bitches.
Only because we're friends. That's the only reason why I'm going to just, let it go. But any other time I would correct you. Like,
That's A-okay. You go right ahead. Everybody's got their hang-ups. And, I'm 50 years old. I'm just going to keep being me, and you keep being you.
Well, macaroons, they're coconut based.
I
They're made with egg whites, but they're nasty. Like, I do the bougie good cookie, and that's just,
And coconut is on my list of shit I don't like to eat. So,
See?
you
So
know.
you gotta get it right.
I know. I like the bougie macaroons.
I'll take it. You called it the bougie macaroon. We know what you mean. That's fine.
All right, so
What's up, everybody? This is WWE Superstar Titus O'Neil. I'm here with my man, Chef Erik Young, longtime friend. So much of a friend that he met me at my bank, one of my banks, Bank of America, to come and drop me off some good products that I'm about to get loose on this grill tomorrow when I have all these people over to my house. But you all can do the same thing. Go to VooDooChef.com and get your products. We've got everything on there from marinades to barbecue sauce to rubs to all kinds of stuff. Shrimp, chicken, pork, beef, vegetarian, it don't matter. Just get on there and make it splatter. VooDoo.com, VooDooChef.com.
all right, so most people that come on, we fly through and we talk about so much shit, and there's always so much more. You left the cold, harsh winters, and you're down here, and you came down here and you worked for some amazing folks down here. Tell us how it started and what got you down here, and some of these cool places you worked.
Cool. So the initial push to get to Florida, after my brain surgery, I have a titanium plate and screws in my head. So Wisconsin winters, metal, it don't work out. So literally the winter before we left, we got 6 feet of snow because I lived on Lake Michigan. So we got lake effect snow on top of that. I'm like, Mom, we can't do this. Think of like your worst brain freeze and do it times 10. That's what it felt like.
Okay, I'm the idiot that's going to ask the question. You got this plate in your head. Are we talking the size of a quarter, size of a dollar bill? How big is that thing?
It is 17 millimeters. So they took out 17 millimeters from my, so probably like that.
Almost half of an Apple Watch.
Yeah. Yep.
That's sad.
And screws. So and I go through to the airport and stuff, I let them know, hey, it probably won't go off, but I do have a plate in my head. So that's the initial push to get me to Florida. My mom had a friend, one of her best friends lived in Tampa. So we were like, let's go somewhere that we know. Got down here. I finally took a break. I took a year off of working because I didn't let my body rest. And like you said, I worked for some amazing people. I worked at Alessi's Bakery in the R&D lab. That's where I met my chef mentor.
So you worked for Phil Alessi, and Phil Jr. actually was running the plant. Senior was still alive when you worked for the company, but you were at the production facility off of Waters, not at the bakery.
Correct.
Off of Cypress. So, and you met your mentor there. What was his name?
Steve Chrisman. So
Steve Chrisman.
Yeah. Have you heard of Steve?
I have not.
He's awesome. He's a James Beard Award winning chef. Like he is everything that I needed that I didn't know that I needed. Like the first month of working for him, I cried every single day when I left to go home because he was so mean to me. But in pastry school, they say there's no crying in pastry. So like I didn't cry there, but I'm like, Mom, I can't do this. He's such an asshole. And it literally molded me to be the badass chef that I am today. So
That's very cool. And how long were you there in the R&D room?
There for about a year, and then he left. So then kind of the whole program that we had kind of faded. So then I went to Locale Market in St. Pete when they first opened, helped them open, which was phenomenal. Met some amazing chefs there as well. Like I've been blessed to like work with awesome people and for awesome companies.
Absolutely.
And then transitioned from there to the Columbia restaurant.
So you worked for Richard and the Columbia Group.
Mm-hmm. I was the commissary manager, so doing all of the pies and desserts for Goody Goody, so helping get Goody Goody up and going. And then we would do
Did you know Chef Tim Dunn at Goody Goody?
Yep.
Yeah, Tim was my boy. Tim used to work with Outback, and he and I were pretty solid.
Yep, Tim. He's a funny guy. He's of course at first he was super professional, and then we had it was a small crew. So then we all went out one day, and he just let loose, and I'm like, where has this person been? Like this is who I want to be around. Like he told me about his sugar gliders. It just awesome people. And Richard literally took me under his wing. Like I call him Grandpa, because my grandfather died while working at Columbia, and my grandfather is the inspiration behind my lemon macarons. So that's why they call it Pawpaw's Lemon, because he actually
and you say those are your best, and they were really good.
It is my top selling macaron, and I attribute all of it to him because he was like a lover of lemon. So when I started making lemon curd, I bring it to him, and no, that's not good. Fix it. And so I just kept tweaking the recipe until one day he was like, that's it. So that's the lemon curd that I put in my lemon macarons now. So.
Oh, and they really were good.
Thank you.
Wow.
They really were good, but the lemon doesn't go with bourbon, and I told you I like to have them with my bourbon, and that's why we went with the cookies and cream. It's just a great day, and High School Recipe Challenge back in business. This is our fifth year, so big shout out and thanks to Kaiser University Center for Culinary Arts, and that's all the people that sponsor VooDoo. From First Watch all the way down to our chefs, my man Tim Keelig, and everybody else that just believes in what we do. Thank you so much. We couldn't do it without all of you. And
Yo, I'm calling from Montego Bay, Jamaica. What me telling you? Me living at Shanty, but guess what? Me listen to the VooDoo Chef podcast. Check it out.
We'll figure something. I'm totally open and
and
always
jelly.
down for trying stuff.
Peanut butter and jelly. William Dean makes a peanut butter and jelly macaron.
Strawberry jelly or grape jelly?
Well, I like strawberry jam.
Okay, all right.
No split image pun there.
Okay, I think grape is the most disgusting flavor.
That was a play on. I used to play in a rock and roll band, and we had an album named Strawberry Jam.
Oh, that's cute. I guess it's not cute, but yeah, that's cute. Okay.
No, but I like strawberry jam, and I like Peter Pan peanut butter. That's it.
See, but it's creamy or crunchy?
No crunchy, creamy. I want no texture in that bitch.
What?
I know.
You gotta have some texture.
Crazy. Just when the macaron is made right, the crispiness of that shell is just enough.
Well, in a macaron, I totally agree. It would need to be creamy. And I make a killer strawberry jam because, of course, it's from scratch. And yeah, so
I don't know. I've never had it, and I don't know if you know this, but I've served as the lead judge for the best burger in Tampa. I'm the judging chairperson for one of the largest amateur barbecue competitions in the nation. I judge a lot of stuff, but I've never judged your strawberry jam, peanut butter and jelly
All
macaroni.
right, well, we'll have to do it then. I mean, we can make this happen. See,
like that,
but the thing about me, I'm open to like good criticism. Like, I have a thick skin, so, and especially if it's constructive, like, I always want to better myself. Like, if I'm not growing and bettering myself, I feel like I lose my purpose.
I may or may not remind you of your mentor if we really start talking about food.
I'm fine with
If
that.
you really ask for it, I may or may not remind you of that guy, just so you know.
I'm cool with that. I got a thick skin now. Also, I have a black mother, so that kind of gives you a little bit of a thick skin. Like, so I'm ready for it. I'm ready.
Fair
So,
disclosure.
What's that, Big Eddie C?
I don't think I've ever had a good macaron. I think I've had low rent ones from like grocery store.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know how they should taste. So I'm gonna have to try these things because obviously you make it with some touch and attention to detail and not just some kind of stuff. Because I've got to see what this is all about. I feel like I haven't looked behind the curtain yet. I'm out in the crowd going, it's over there,
And Big Eddie C, you know what's amazing about Shay Shay's macarons? They're oversized. She can't fit the right amount in the box.
Really? They're not like these ones that are the size of the bottle cap?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
No.
I like to eat, so like I want to make sure that, because traditionally it should be 2 bites.
You know what I could go for right now? Dun, 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 dun. Fucking love macarons. Love them.
Oh, okay.
But like, why? No, we're gonna make them bigger and not necessarily make them that much more expensive, but it's gonna be so damn good. You're gonna want to continue to eat them. Like, I had a customer the other day. She sent me a picture of her box and was like, "I ate the entire box on the way home." I'm like, oh, okay.
And I want to tell you, you say your prices are in line. Tell me if I'm lying. I asked you how much and you told me, and I said, oh, hell no. And you looked at me, and I think you were going to try to sell it to me cheaper. And I said, no. And I paid you double.
You did.
Because your prices are that reasonable. And, we're here to support local. We're here to support culinary. That's all the VooDoo Chef's about. And, we wanted to make sure that you're being repped. And you can't undersell yourself because your products are amazing. Your macarons, we're up there with some of the best. And like I said, the first time I've ever had a macaron was from William Dean Chocolatiers, who are, worldwide. Absolutely. And that was the first one I had, and it was his macaron that put it on the map for me. And yours are right there in line with his, and because they're a little bigger, maybe even a little better.
He's my mentor's best friend, so I know Billy very well.
That's very cool.
Small world. Oh my God.
It's a very small world, and we keep having these little similarities here. So I don't know what's next because you're doing your own thing now. You did all the big corporates. You went from Alessi, you went to Locale, you went to, Tampa Staple, Columbia Restaurant Group, and now it's just Shay Shay's. Tell us about that.
So it has been literally the most terrifying journey of my entire life, like, because I've been so secure and working for like large companies and just finally stepping out on my own. And it's so scary. Like, so I believe in my product, like my small group of people, like they believe in my product, but then, doubt jumps in, adulting jumps in. So I do have a day job, AKA a slave job is what I call it, to pay the bills.
Pay the bills.
Shay Shay's Sweets really pops off because that's the ultimate goal, to just be able to make good quality from scratch, delicious product and change people's minds about macarons. Because a lot of people, all they know are the grocery store or the place in the mall, and they're not really good because it's made from an assembly line. So how you can't compare assembly line to something that's made from scratch in small batches.
Absolutely.
So that's just my ultimate goal. I always say this, and it's not realistic, but if I could just get my product to people and just be the sweetest smile of their day, and they'd be like, man, that was really good. I wouldn't care if I made a dime. Like, it's that important to me for people to understand what real pastry should taste like, that I don't care if I make money from it or not.
But that's the beauty of it, because you're cooking with passion. And when you do that, the only thing you want people to do is taste the product and taste the love that you're putting in it. And that's what made your product so amazing. But that's also why you got to charge fucking money for it.
Yeah,
because if you don't, you can't live, and then you can't make me more. I mean,
that's true.
Make more for people.
That's true. And the more that I get to do, less I get to be at the slave job and be at my business, the better. Like, and I mean, macarons are like my heart and soul. But before I even learned how to do them, I did cakes and wedding cakes. So that is another like creative outlet for me, where I can even like take people's like cake ideas and transform that into a macaron. So I just love it.
Now, you say you have a slave job, and you don't. You have a job, and you're doing an amazing. You're still working in our industry. You're just working for someone else, and you're making someone else money with your talent. So, you call it your slave job, but we get it. It's not your passion. Your passion is you want the money to be made for you and not for other people. Yeah. And so you're working a job, and you have your side hustle. Our goal is to have our side hustle become our job. And we all do it, and that's how a lot of us get started, and a lot of us do what we do. I know everybody out there is like, man, Big Eddie C and VooDoo, they're fucking killing it with the podcast. Now, we got real jobs. I mean, we're both educators. Eddie C's educating the youth of America at the high school level, and I'm running culinary programs. And that's what we're doing, and we're just continuing to make a difference. And you're doing the same thing. And I think it's amazing. I think your product's amazing. And I can't wait until we're face-to-face again, whether it's at a market, whether it's just us in a kitchen playing and killing it and doing some fun things. Let's make a VooDoo macaron. I even say it right when I want to do it VooDoo style. You notice that?
You mean business,
one last time.
That is.
One last time. Throw out all your social media, because it's time for a little pointless pop culture trivia.
All right. So Instagram, it's Shay Shay Sweets, CHEZ. SHAYS SWEETSS. So 2 S's when it comes to Instagram, or Facebook at Shay Shay Sweets. And if you have like any questions you want to place an order, shayshaysweets@gmail.com. And I get back.
Absolutely.
I don't sleep, so typically within the hour I respond.
That's our industry. And guys, I hope you're ready, because it's time for a little pointless pop culture trivia.
Yay.
Oh. All right, guys, we're back. It's time for pointless pop culture trivia. Let's bring in the fellas. Here they all come. Hey, welcome back to Sam Crichton, BGE Sam, back in the house. Also, we've got Carl Miller, Silver and Smoke. What's going on, Carl?
Just enjoying the cold weather.
We've got Dana Kress, BG Ear, BG Pit Crew. Dana, what's going on, buddy?
What's going on, Chef Erik? How you doing, my friend?
We're living the dream, man. And
awesome.
Hey, we got a newbie to the group here, so we're gonna have to be kind to our friend Jim Rutledge. Jim, what's going on, partner?
Hey, I'm doing pretty well. And I'm glad to be here.
And I see you're playing by the rules already. You got your cocktail ready to go.
Look at that thing, front and center.
What happened to Sam? Sam was all gung ho. He was the first one in the waiting room, and he's gone.
Come on,
he's gone.
He didn't want these problems. He didn't want to lose, you know.
I think he's still mad because we wouldn't review the tape, which may or may not have made him undefeated, although it is pointless pop culture trivia. We're gonna have to see where Sam went, because he's got to defend this. And
well, he's out there in Hooterville and Brandon. There's no internet there. He might as well be in fucking Kazakhstan or something with Borat. Jeez.
Isn't Borat from there?
Hey,
that's probably where Sam is.
If the Iowa Farm Owners Association can log in, I'm sure someone from Brandon can.
Yeah, but IFA is not going to log in for till an hour from now. Yeah, because the time change.
I'll be asleep.
Yeah. So, we might have to stop talking about him. He's back in the building.
They said I was waiting on you to let me in still.
Welcome back, Sam Crichton. What's going on, buddy? VooDoo
What's going on,
Ambassador,
Jim?
how you living?
All is well, my friend. All is well.
And of course, you got the whole ADD thing going on like normal. You're pacing, and you're nervous about tonight's trivia.
I got to keep the streak alive. Hey, what's up, brother?
What's up, man?
You know, before we move on, you know, I got to comment on these, and you know, everybody in the room's amazing. But man, there's this post that keeps coming through my feed on Facebook over and over and over again, and it's getting a lot of attention. Dana, you got to tell us about the dirty red ribs, man.
Man, it's all you, brother.
No. I put some shit in a bottle. That's all I do. But you put that stuff on the ribs, and it's, you know, I want to say it's like magic, but then people are going to think it was magic. It's not. It's dirt, and it's red. VooDoo Chef dirt and VooDoo Chef red. And you did it on the XL. And what'd you do over the open flame? And you just kept rotating, flipping, and basting?
Absolutely, yeah. I did direct on the Big Green Egg, but I had it up on a higher grade, so I could do direct, and just kept flipping and spritzing. You know, I did apple juice, a little. I think it had some Crown Royal in there, and a little bit else, but it was your dirt rub and your red mixed together, and man, I tell you, it came out so good, and you can see the pictures, just that beautiful red color on it, man. It just came out so good. It was probably one of the best ribs I've done in I don't know how long, man. It was awesome.
I'm gonna say ever, just because I want you to say ever, but
Ever.
dude,
Yeah.
they looked amazing, and we'll let the Crown Royal thing slide because you know it is a Jack household.
But, well, I just didn't have any Jack in the house at the time. Sorry about that, my friend.
And we got the Spirit of the Oak coming up over there. A little Spirit of the Oak from Dark Door Spirits, another support of the VooDoo Chef Foundation. And don't have your barrel aged gin that supports the VooDoo Chef Foundation. Log on to VooDooChef.com. Before it goes away, there's a couple bottles left out of the barrel. Remember, the gin is aged 2.5 months in a New American oak barrel, which gives it that amber flavor. All of the essential oils and remnants are still in the bottle, not filtered out. It is an amazing product. We all know I drink Jack Daniels. I put my name on that barrel of gin because it's that good. And Dark Door is kind enough to throw some of the proceeds back to the foundation. So jump in on that.
Hey, I'm Shane from Dark Door Spirits, and we're here to make some VooDoo love with VooDoo Chef.
Hey guys, I'm sitting here holding a Spirit of Prohibition bottle. This is Dark Door Gin, barrel-aged gin. Now I know everybody knows me as a Jack drinker, and that should just tell you how amazing this product is. We are doing a VooDoo Chef Barrel Select Gin. So you can purchase a bottle of my barrel of gin from Dark Door Spirits. And the beauty of it, a portion of every bottle we sell comes back to the VooDoo Chef Foundation to help us with our mission of supporting the community through education and food. So stop by VooDooChef.com, click on the Spirits of Prohibition link, and order your custom bottle, numbered bottle of VooDoo Chef Barrel Select Gin from Dark Door Spirits. Get it today. Are you awake out there today?
Yeah, we're chilling.
We're chilling. What are you drinking tonight? Water? Are you faking it again?
Yes, of course. It's been a hell of a day.
And just so all the booties out there know, Carl may or may not be faking it. We don't really know what's in that bottle. But he does get up at 5 o'clock. Scratch that. You're at the gym at 5 o'clock, right?
I am doing cardio at 5:30.
Yeah, fuck that.
Health is wealth in 2020.
If you count walking to the car at 5:30, I'm doing cardio too.
Yes. Facts.
My cardio is running late.
That's a good one. All right, guys, it's time for a little pointless pop culture trivia. I hope you guys are all ready. And remember, there are only 2 rules for pointless pop culture trivia. You must have a drink. Here is to everybody for pointless pop culture trivia tonight. And no cheating. There will be no cheating. Big Eddie C is holding the gator paw. And
That's
what
not
that
even a
means
glass.
is he is in charge of pointless pop culture trivia. So his answers are final.
I'm
If you
banned from
think,
making questions anymore.
what's that?
I'm banned. I got the ban hammer from making questions.
Wait a minute, I kicked ass. It was a great night.
Oh,
If you think you know the answer after the question is read, you will simply shout out your name. Your name. And at that point, Eddie C will call upon who he heard first. And you will have the right to answer. If you answer correctly, you will get a point. If you answer incorrectly, you do not lose a point, so do not be shy. If it is incorrect, we will go back to names until we get a correct answer. All right, are you guys ready for a little pointless pop culture trivia?
Yeah.
So we've read the rules, and now remember, if you win tonight, your name will be entered into a drawing where you may be selected to have the chance to win a prize that may or may not be selected at a later date. If you're ready, here we go. Question number 1. Which former member of NSYNC is famous for bringing sexy back?
Shayla.
Shayla.
That would be Justin Timberlake, JT.
That would be Justin Timberlake. You are correct. And Big Eddie C is keeping score tonight.
You bet.
Question number 2. Ben Franklin is credited with creating a form of eyeglasses he called double spectacles. What's the real name?
Shayla.
Shayla.
Bifocals?
It is bifocals. You are correct.
Oh, nice.
Bifocals.
Yeah, but we're about to say the word 1904. Shayla's got no fucking shot whatsoever.
Nope, not at all.
you're saying I have a chance.
Carl, although it is a food question, and she did go to culinary school.
Oh, shit.
First served at the 1904 World's Fair, where Jack Daniels may or may not have won a prize of the best whiskey, thanks to Darren Bulch. First served at the 1904 World's Fair as fairy floss. What is the more common name of this spun sugar treat?
Shayla.
Shayla.
What is cotton candy?
Yeah, it's fast.
Okay, all the
It's
love.
the millennial in me, sorry.
Not Jeopardy, but we'll still give it to you.
We
Jim,
must
your
all
glass
be
is empty.
experiencing lag.
It's a tequila, guys. Don't worry. It's just a tequila.
It's not the internet, Sam. You're slow. She's like younger than you. Her brain is not befuddled by having children and drinking shitty beer. She's waiting.
It's the lack of Wi-Fi in Brandon. That's what it is.
That ain't
I
Brandon.
think
He's in
you're right,
fucking Hooterville. There's people that still drive around there with Granny in a rocking chair on the top of their Model T.
Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Hey, I'm down. Hey, I'm down here in Marathon of the Keys right now. So,
Are you legit?
yeah.
I'm a little jelly, man.
Wow.
All right, question number 4.
For 4.
Bird or rodent? What kind of animal is a titmouse?
Bird. Jim.
Jim.
I fucked that up.
Jim, you're in.
My name is Jim, and a titmouse is a bird.
You are correct. You are
How'd I do,
correct.
boss?
That's funny.
Your glass is empty. All right, moving on. Question number 5. I really should wear my fucking glasses. In 2015, Zayn Malik quit what British-Irish boy band?
I didn't know there was a British Irish boy band.
Neither did I. Did somebody call in?
Dana. Dana's taking a shot.
You too.
Incorrect. Carl, did you call in?
Yes, One Direction.
Carl, don't you know you're beautiful? It is One Direction. Oh, wait. I may or may not have known that song. All right, Big Eddie C, after 5 questions, give us a score rundown.
Sheila's got 3. Carl and Jim got 1.
Oh, my goodness. With 684 questions left, here we go. Question number 6. If you drop a deuce on a poker table, you played a card with what number on it?
Sam.
Sheila.
2? No, dose is a spade.
A
No,
dose is a
ace.
spade.
Yep. Okay.
2.
How many margaritas have you had?
Sam.
You know.
Eddie C,
don't worry
make a
about it.
ruling.
She said 2, so we're counting it.
2 was her first answer. We will take it.
And it's
You're out to get me, Eddie C.
Hey,
go clean the porcelain on one of your grills. Make use of your time.
hey, Jim, have you ever dropped a deuce on a poker table?
Regularly.
Question number 7. Another food question. All my guys out here. Look, she went to culinary school and she's got her jacket on. She's doing. You watching her?
I'm ready.
In food, the Monte Cristo and the French dip are types of what?
Sam.
Sam has that one.
Sandwiches.
Incorrect.
Ooh.
No, it's sandwiches. I was messing with you, Sam.
Don't say that. Wait, everything I learned was a lie.
Bitch is out to get me.
All right, question number 8. Shake it or bury it. What would the pirate Blackbeard do with his booty?
Shayla,
Shayla.
where I'm buried that boy.
You are correct.
What kind of question was that?
None of y'all know it. Question number 9. We're back to food. What fishy pizza topping is a key ingredient for Caesar dressing?
Sam.
Shayla,
Sam.
Anchovy.
It is anchovy.
Anchovy.
It is anchovy. Question number 10.
Sam.
How many coins? Sam, what is it?
I'm just kidding. I'm trying to make sure I can get in before Sheila.
How many coins are there in a $5 roll of dimes?
Carl.
Sam.
Carl.
Oh, fuck.
Sam.
Sam.
40.
No.
we're
Sam,
going
what
to
are you
Shayla.
drinking tonight?
It must be fucking embalming fluid.
All right, let me read the question again. How many coins are there in a $5 roll of dimes?
You
Shayla,
said nickels.
50.
I said, even if I said nickels, the answer is still not 40.
Wow.
Sheila,
I'm going to go with 50.
It is 50.
50.
Okay.
We're 10 questions in. Big Eddie C, tell us by how many Shayla's winning.
I got to catch my breath after that.
Sam,
She
you're
has
trying too hard. Deep breaths, homie. Deep breaths.
There are 40 nickels in a roll to make $2.
Oh my God.
All right, Eddie C, give us a score.
Shayla has 6. Sam's got 2, miraculously. Carl and Jim have 1.
Uh-oh. All right, here we come. It's a chance for the comeback. Question number 11 out of the 800 questions.
Hey, dude,
The
whatever you
initials.
do, don't take him to pro wrestling because if he starts booing, he's going to choke on his tongue.
In the initials ATM, what does the T stand for?
Carl.
Carl.
Teller.
You are correct, sir. Question number 12.
Totally
Shayla, you
was
have
going somewhere
not a
else with
shot.
ATM.
Shayla, you have no shot in the world. And if you get this right, you're cheating.
Okay.
Name
All
the
right.
two singers that sang the song "Islands in the Stream."
Carl,
Carl.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Oh my God, no, not at all.
Oh.
Dana, did you call out?
Yes, sir.
Okay, your turn.
Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers.
You are correct, sir.
On
Awesome.
board.
Kenny Rogers.
Did you say who's Kenny Rogers? He made chicken, remember? You're a culinary student. Kenny Rogers chicken? Come on.
Kenny Rogers chicken, yep.
Damn right. Some great
Yeah,
shit.
we'll go with that. Yep. Okay. Moving on.
Just go with it. It's like that Jennifer Aniston movie with, Adam Sandler. Not that I've seen it.
Yep.
What popular pastry's name is taken from croissant and donut?
Sam.
Cronut. Shayla.
Kayla.
What?
He got robbed on that one.
Even Carl's laughing.
You lose. Good day, sir.
What are you doing here?
Too much tequila.
Eddie C, I got to overrule you because Sam did come in on that one.
Okay, I'll allow it.
The cronut.
Yeah.
It is the cronut. And breaking news, we have a late entry into the competition. VooDoo supporter Lizanne Eppolito is checking in at the moment. And just so you know, we're not even halfway through the questions, so we're saying there's a chance. Ippolito, are you in the building? Oh, she's checking in. She's coming in. She's on mute. We don't see her yet.
There we go.
There we go. Our education guru, Miss Lizanne Ippolito, welcome. Can you hear us?
Connecting.
Connecting audio now.
It's your shitty connection.
Not
That's why
me. Not me. I'm working on the finest of.
That's right.
I can't tell you what kind of equipment I'm working on.
I live in South Tampa, damn it. Our internet works.
Eddie C is a true STD.
Damn right.
A South Tampa douche.
Scratch.
South Tampa douchebag. Ippolito, do you have audio now?
I think I do.
You have.
Yeah, you do.
You have a cocktail?
Do I have what?
A cocktail.
She has the Nana's water.
Got to get the Nana's water. Got to play by the rules. All right, so we are 13 questions down, and I will let you in on a true secret. 13
questions.
Oh, you still have a chance. We're not even halfway through. Of course, you know there's 782 questions. So, Big Eddie C, give us a breakdown right now. We're not even halfway through.
You mean who's got what?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Shayla's got 6. Sam has 3. Carl has 2. Dana and Jim have 1.
There's a chance for everybody because we've got 30 questions tonight. Question number 14. Is an earworm a bacteria or a song?
Carl. Song.
Yes,
You are
sir.
correct, sir. But was that a question or an answer?
I thought it was a dance.
An earworm is actually a song. Moving on to question number 15. What Discovery Channel series dispelled the fact that you can make a working candle out of earwax?
Carl.
Lizanne.
Carl.
Mythbusters.
You are correct. Carl's on the comeback.
Yeah.
And Lizanne just came in, so she had an excuse to drink her Nana's water.
Right.
Question number 16. Why doesn't VooDoo Chef wear his glasses?
Shayla.
Because he's stupid as fuck. That's why. Question number 16. The film.
Going to answer that.
I know she was. She's following the rules. She's pounding those margaritas. The film, The King of Staten Island, was inspired by what real-life SNL cast member?
Jim.
He may or may not have. He may or may not have dated Ariana Grande.
That's all I know.
Not that I.
David.
You almost got it. Dave who?
Dave Butthole Eyes.
You're so close. Yes, Dave.
Dave. Don't got it.
Yep. Nope. Not it.
No.
Not Dave at all. Actually, I was fucking with you. Anybody? Anybody?
I can
So
see
you get,
his
like, half
face, but I
credit?
can't remember the name.
Bueller.
His dad died in the World Trade Center.
Pete Davidson.
That's his name. Yep.
Damn.
You were close, Jim. You should get a half point.
That's up to Eddie C.
Participation award.
But what are you participating in right there? What was that?
Huh?
What was that bottle?
That's a spitter.
This is Spit
Oh,
Cup.
gotcha. Question number 17. Chad or Steve? Which is a country in Africa?
Sam.
Damn it.
Chad.
Oh, I missed the whole question.
Drink another one.
I don't know who was funnier. Shayla
Empty.
or Jim. Shayla says, damn, I missed another one. But Jim goes, damn it.
That was
Was there an answer? Did we get it right?
Sam said Chad.
Yep. Sam got that.
Reluctantly, we will give you the point.
I know it's only
Reluctantly.
She's drunk now. I got a shot.
Yeah, but Carl's still in the game. So, Carl, I'm saying there's a chance. Question number
He's gotta
18.
get up to.
Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack jumped over what?
Taylor.
You know.
Oh, you're fucked, Ed.
Yeah, I am fucked. I'm going to say Lizanne.
Wait, did you know she was cussing you about last week's questions? Is that why?
Right. I have trivia for Ed after this is over. Candlestick.
Yes.
I'm on the board.
Yes.
Welcome to the game.
Question number 19. What the fuck is this?
Wait, how are we supposed to know the answer then if you don't know?
I don't have my
One
glasses
fish, two
on.
fish, blue fish.
What Chinese American fast food restaurant with over 2,000 locations has a black and white animal as its logo?
Taylor.
Sam.
Shayla.
Panda Express.
No?
What?
No, it was right. No, it's right.
Oh, I'm about to say it gives you the bloop bloop. Don't eat there.
The bloop bloop.
Bloop, bloop.
What the fuck did you call it?
You know,
You
when your
learn
stomach
some-
is bubbling, it's going bloop bloop bloop.
You learn something new every
Bubble
day.
guts. Bubble guts.
Yeah, bubble guts. There you go.
Bloop bloops.
I've never eaten there, but that's not exactly a ringing endorsement.
That is hilarious.
Put that on Yelp.
Help, all right.
Hey, as long as that didn't come from us here at this, we're here to support industry.
Yeah.
In texting, what does the letters OMG stand for?
Taylor.
Shayla.
Oh my God.
Becky, look at her.
That butt.
Hey.
And after that,
Jim, I'm with you, man, but my bottle's too far away. Big Eddie C, we have 10 questions left. Can you give us a scoring update?
Yes. Shayla has 8. Carl and Sam have 4. Dana, Jim, and Lizanne have 1.
Everybody still has a shot.
Yes.
I'm on the board.
In 2017, what religious university allowed for the first time sale of caffeinated beverages?
Jim.
Carl.
Jim.
Brigham Young.
You are correct, sir.
Wow.
Wow.
How the fuck did you know that?
For real.
A wealth of
How'd you know
knowledge,
that?
sir.
I have all kinds of jokes. I like Jim. I'm going to let him go. Question number 22. In cooking, a chipotle is a dried version of what pepper?
Lizanne. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Damn.
I spoke too soon.
Jalapeno pepper.
You are correct. It's a jalapeno.
What?
Lizanne, what was that? Lizanne, you were first, but what? Oh, no, not me.
Objection.
Psych.
Okay.
She just wants to get her name heard.
Right.
Hey, wait. Shayla just texted me and asked me what psych means. She's not old enough to know.
I do know. Jeez.
And just so
My
you know,
boyfriend's 32. I know.
we may not be able to air this podcast because I don't know that she's old enough to drink. Question number 23. What Italian restaurant chain offers the never-ending pasta bowl?
Sam.
Jim.
Dana.
Shayla.
What?
Olive Garden.
It's another tape replay.
Check the fucking tape.
Back, run it back. I want to know.
Look, simple Sam. You know.
Who has the tiger paw? Where'd it go? Where's the tiger paw? The gator
The
paw.
alligator paw.
Oh,
You
there
got
we
the
go.
animal right.
There we go. It's a fake alligator paw. No alligators were harmed during the making of that paw.
No, I think there really were, but we'll pretend.
Yeah, but we don't give a fuck. You know, only the vegans and fucking tree huggers are gonna worry about that shit.
I know, and it's even got kind of a middle finger on it, like.
I won't say anything.
All right, here we go. Question number 24 before we get a score count. Tech billionaire. Oh, man, I fucked that question. Big Tech billionaire Mark Cuban owns what NBA team?
Jim.
Sam.
Carl.
Dallas Mavericks.
The Dallas Mavericks is correct. We've got 6 questions left. Big Eddie C, give us a scoring update because I'm afraid that number 25 is going to Shay.
Shayla has 9. Carl has 5. Sam has 4. Jim has 2. Dana and Lizanne have 1.
Way too many numbers for me.
Whatever.
Possibility for a comeback, you know.
Question number 25. What famous twins launched the fashion line Avery and James, which now earns an estimated $89 million a year?
Dana.
Jim.
Dana.
The Ashley or the the
Jim.
Come on, bring it out. Come on, bring it out. You got this. You guys slow it down. Full house. Slow it down.
Olsen.
Don't give it to
the
Mary Kate.
Mary Kate, Ashley,
We've given you the damn answers.
Legit.
Shut up and listen.
I'm almost there.
Olsen.
Oh.
Mary Kate.
Olsen. Olsen.
Yeah. Olsen.
You got it, dude. Not that I've seen that show.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mary Kate and Jenner.
Thank you. I knew it. I can see it. I just couldn't figure it out.
That's all kinds of fucked up right there, buddy. All right, so Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen, we're going to give it to you because you're a creeper and you watched Full House, and that's all good.
Yep.
All right, Big Eddie C,
and
25
Full
questions. Give us a scoring update.
Shayla has 9. Carl has 5. Sam has 4. Dana and Jim have 2. Lizanne has 1.
I think everybody has a shot to win this. I think there's a chance, and
He keeps taking
it's
points
going to
away.
be it's going to come down to the wire, and we're going to see who wins. Question number 26: which day of the week is named after the Norse god Odin? Ed's the only one that's going to know this.
What day of the week is named after the Odes god?
The Norse god Odin.
Oh, no, it's God. Odin.
We're going to go Shayla. I'm going to take a
Jim.
guess at this.
Jim.
Monday.
Monday is incorrect.
Sam.
Shayla.
Shayla.
Let's go with Wednesday.
That's the one.
You are correct.
Woden's Day.
Oh,
Yep.
All right.
Oh,
Shout out to tequila.
Nicely done.
Just so you know, we send the guest on the podcast the questions and the answers every week to make them feel good.
Oh, yeah.
Not really.
Yeah.
no,
I never
I remember
edited
being
them
on here
all.
with Carl.
Question number 27. By definition, organic chemistry is the study of compounds containing what element necessary for life on Earth?
Sam.
Shayla.
Sam.
Carbon.
You are correct.
Yes.
Carl, you need to yell.
It doesn't matter. Eddie C is going to say Shayla 9 out of 10 times anyway.
Sam,
Sam, I'll tell you what. We will enter your name in the drawing for the possibility to win the prize that may or may not be named at a later date.
Is
I've
this
already
like
got
Jeopardy
6
where you have to wait
possibilities
till
of
the
maybe
question
getting
is
an
totally said? Or can you say it at any point?
Jim, you can yell your name at any point.
10-4.
What color is red? Question number 28. Eddie C, does that question even make any sense? How much was I drinking at the time? Since 1969, what leader is the only person to be depicted on the Indian rupee note?
Sam.
Take a stab at it, because I don't know either.
Gandhi.
You are correct.
Whoa!
That was
Wow.
All right.
Awesome.
I don't know how I got that out of that either.
Yeah,
We're only supposed to drink during Pointless Pop Culture Trivia, not while we're writing the questions. I'll have to make a mental note to self.
yeah, lesson well learned. Wow.
Question number 29. Although it sounds like it should be located in California, the Berklee College of Music is located in what major East Coast city?
Shayla.
Shayla.
New York?
Incorrect.
Oh.
You lose 5 points.
No! Not fair.
Lizanne.
Not fair.
Who's next there, Big Eddie C? You're in trouble.
Lizanne.
Sam?
No, Lizanne.
Oh, Lizanne. Oh, Boston.
It is Boston.
Yes.
All right, Big Eddie C, if my calculations are correct, we're only 1 point apart from everybody, right?
No.
No?
Isn't the last question worth 10 points?
Yes.
Okay, Lizanne, you don't have a shot in the world.
What?
Just saying, Dana's the only one's going to get it.
I'm going to drink.
Have a drink.
Please do.
Question number 30. Who starts every concert with the announcement, "You wanted the best, you got the best, the hottest band in the world"?
Carl.
Kiss?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
Hey guys, it's been an amazing night of Pointless Pop Culture Trivia. Eddie C, who actually won tonight, if there is a winner?
Shayla got it. 10 right.
Shayla, I got great news. Your name's going to be entered into a drawing where you may or may not win a prize that may or may not be selected at a later date, because at the end of the day, this is all pointless. Guys, thanks for everybody coming, hanging out, having a good time. We hope to see you guys next week. Next week's going to be even bigger and better. Check you next week on the VooDoo Chef Podcast, guys.
And there you have it, Booties, another episode of the VooDoo Chef Podcast. Let's give a big shout out to everyone involved with VooDoo Chef and all things voodoo, starting with Woostoff Knives, the official knife of the VooDoo Chef. And jamming up and down the streets of all Ybor City and Tampa Bay, Ragged Old Souls. Thanks for letting me jam with you guys. And when those amps are cranking, the turntables are definitely spinning thanks to the official DJ of the VooDoo Chef, DJ Don Pablo. Check him out spinning all across town, most importantly, at all VooDoo Chef events. Speaking of events, getting ready for yours? Check out VooDoo Chef Catering, custom created events for every shape and size. Log on to VooDooChefCatering.com to get your information today. A great big shout out to all my Voodies that are in the VooDoo crew. Thank you for your support. And of course, we could not do what we do in the crew without all of our crew sponsors. First Watch, Chef Shane Shively, thank you for believing in our mission. And of course, we can't forget VooDoo Mortgage. For all your mortgage needs, check them out at VooDooMortgage.com. Alessi Bakery, a Tampa staple. Drop in and check them out today. And our newest sponsor, Twisted South Food Truck. Chef Adam Jessup, thank you for what you do. And of course, all things VooDoo are in support of the VooDoo Chef Foundation, providing culinary scholarship and feeding those in need. To find out more information or make a donation yourself, log on to VooDooChefFoundation.com today.
What's going on, Booties? God, I always got to do this. It's all good. Hanging out inside today. I'm from Florida. It's a little cold outside. And where most of us would say, hey, let's fire up that grill. You know what? This week we celebrate National Cookie Day. So I figured we'd do a little cookies. And we all know, well, maybe you do, maybe you don't. My favorite cookie, the macaroon. Peanut butter and jelly, William Dean macaroon, off the charts. Absolutely. But that's not what we're making today. We're gonna make a little VooDoo whoopie pie. We'll go through the motion, we'll go through the process, we'll do the whole deal, and we'll make a little whoopie pie. But before we do, like always, we gotta talk about our upcoming events. And as we roll towards the end of the year, they're going to become fewer and fewer and fewer and fewer. What's going on, Carl? Thanks for popping in. First and foremost, you know, you got to check in every Friday to our YouTube channel. If you have not checked out our YouTube channel, Taylin, how you doing? We're making whoopie pies today. My little baking and pastry friend, make sure you stick around. If you haven't checked out our YouTube channel, log on to YouTube, search VooDoo Chef. Do the follow, the like, ring the bell, whatever it is you do. I'm old, don't really know, but that's where our podcasts drop, and that's where you're going to get to hear from some really cool people. We got some great guests coming up over the next couple weeks. And every podcast we have pointless pop culture trivia. So we hang out, we have some fun, we have a couple cocktails, and we play some trivia. This week, Friday, we have the owner of Shay's Baking Group, Shayla Daniels, wonderful young lady, awesome baker. She makes a mean macaroon. She's coming in this Friday. Next Friday, we have the owner of Nosh Catering, Max Sherrard, coming in, and he's coming in to help us celebrate National Bagel Day. And then on the 16th of December, we're actually bringing in, for part 2, my friend Darren Balch. He is from Brown Foreman, and he's going to talk to us about Jack Daniels. So come in, check it out. Christine, Reagan, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Reagan, congratulations on the big ordeal you just went through and getting that stuff done. Wonderful, wonderful job. Today we're talking about whoopie pies, and we're going to be making those in a minute. But, you know, every Friday night, the podcast, log on to YouTube, do the heart, do the like, find VooDoo Chef channel, do all the follows. There's some fun stuff on there. We have our cooking videos on there and some fun little gimmicks on there. Make sure and check those out. Also on Fridays, every Friday at 10 o'clock, we are live on the Johnny B Show. And you do not have to be in the Tampa Bay area to hear the Johnny B Show. You can hear it on the radio here on 102.5 in the Tampa Bay area. But you can also stream it from anywhere in the world. Log on to 102.5 The Bone
And you can check us out every Friday night on the Johnny B Show. Check him out. He is hysterical. Talking about Johnny B, you know, we don't really have any live events coming up. Being the holiday season, we're going to work into the holiday season, get through New Year. But come February 12th, we'll have our very first live event again. That event is the VooDoo Valentine. And on February 12th, we will be taking over Dark Door Spirits. And we will be doing a very unique Valentine's Day, like only the VooDoo Chef can. And we will have live comedy from Johnny B himself. So if you're a Johnny B fan, if you're a VooDoo Chef fan, no better place than to find the perfect marriage. We're going to be doing some of my favorite dishes, some of our specialty dishes. And Johnny B is going to be there doing live comedy. So grab your tickets. Seats are limited. They are already on sale. And you can find them at VooDooChef.com. Andre, what's going on? Thanks for checking in, man. You keep checking in, popping out, talking, sending me messages saying you're going to make some of these recipes. I want to see the photos. And any of you who are checking in, Tommy Sell, you included, and any of you guys who are checking in, I'd love to see some of these recipes being made and post them on our page. Make sure and check over to all of our social media at VooDoo Chef 13. Jump onto the VooDoo Chef page, throw it a heart, throw it a like, throw it a follow, whatever the fuck it is you do. I don't know what it's called, but you can do it there. Look, all my former students popping in today. Thank you so much, guys. I wish I could see you like you're seeing me. It would be nice to catch up. But you can always do that by checking in and coming to the live events. Any of your VooDoo needs, any of the stuff we're making today, the recipes are already posted on my Facebook page. Download all the recipes. You can make this stuff. If you need to buy the VooDoo products, VooDooChef.com. VooDooChef.com is also where you can book your seats at a VooDoo Valentine on February 12th at Dark Door Distillery. We're taking it over for the night. 4 courses. We're going to be serving some bacon fat fries. We're going to be serving the VooDoo shrimp. Suck 'em, peel 'em, dip 'em, eat 'em. We're serving the Badass and the Bitch. Look it up online. And we're also going to be serving for dessert the 5 food groups. So check that out. 5 food groups, of course, butter, bacon, bourbon, caffeine, carbs. And today we're going to be hitting a lot of those in the Halfway Hangout Whoopie Pie edition. So let's start making some whoopie pies. We're going to be using, I'm going to move the camera here, and we all know I suck at my high-tech stuff here. So you're getting a little look at the VooDoo kitchen here. All right, so check this out. Here's our little KitchenAid, and I think we got a good shot there. When we talk about making something like this, making some cookies, and we talk about using the creaming method, if you've heard them say that, it's not really a difficult thing to do. We can sum it up real simple in 4 steps. Fat and sugar, eggs and flavoring, liquid and dry. 4 easy steps. The last one's eat. All right, so we got our fat in there, and the recipe's online, like I said. We're going to take our butter and our sugar, and we're going to start to mix these together. This is probably, I don't know if this is going to get too loud. You'll let me know. While this is creaming together, and what we'll do, we'll try to get you to see what it looks like inside as it's going, or once it's done. While this is going, grab another device, log over, like all those pages. Make sure you follow that YouTube channel. Tommy Sell, I think you need more ladies. Are you volunteering, Tommy, to be one of the ladies? Just saying. Yeah, I know, the jokes don't ever change. Let's get this going here. Let's crank this up. We want to make sure that we get that sugar mixed in with that butter and get it really whipped up and creamed out nice. We don't want to shortcut this step here. While that's going, what we can do is we can take all of our dry ingredients and kind of sift them together. We've done that with our flour, our cocoa, our baking powder, our baking soda. We've got them all sifted together here ready to go.
And then we can also take all of our liquid ingredients and, like you see me doing over here, get those all combined up so that's ready to go as well. Because remember, the last part of the step here is we're going to add the dry and the liquid. Once this gets creamed together, we're going to add our egg. Okay, our egg and our flavoring. We're not adding any flavoring to this, but if you were, adding vanilla or lemon or almond, now would be the time to do it with your egg. So we'll just crack our egg, check it to make sure there's no abnormalities, any shells. No abnormalities, no shells. And if there's not, we're just going to add it in and we're going to let it beat in. Now, once that fully beats in, we're ready to rock and roll. I read ladies. He's saying ladles as these things here. We need to send me some, man. We'll hang them up and we'll put your name on them. All right, once we get our eggs and our flavor in, guys, now it's pretty simple. I'm going to slow this down a little bit, and we're going to add some of our dry ingredients. And just so we're good here, we're going to be safe. We're going to lower our bowl, make sure we're safe, not do it while it's mixing. We're going to add some of our dry. I'm actually going to add about half of it. And then we're going to mix that in. So when we're mixing this in, we do not want to over mix that flour. We want to keep this nice and fluffy and airy. And if we over mix that flour and work that gluten too much, we're going to get a tough product. We're going to alternate the dry and the liquid. So as that dry is mixing in, I'm going to go ahead and add half my liquid now. Now, if you notice my recipe, I like to use half and half. I like half and half for just about everything we do. I do that for a couple different reasons. We all know I like the fat content. Half and half is going to have probably about 20% fat in there as opposed to your milks, 2s and 4s. We don't want to go full heavy cream, but I do like that extra fat. Fat's flavor, and we all know how I feel about that. So now we mix in, get that liquid mixed in, and we're alternating. And it's definitely okay to get a little scrape on your bowl to make sure everything's fully incorporating. So we'll get a little scrape on this. And again, you notice I turn the bowl off, I drop the bowl, and make certain that we're safe throughout the whole time. So get this mixing again. Once I get that fully mixed in, I'm going to add the rest of my dry ingredients. Now, I like the half and half, but if you notice, we're using the baking powder, baking soda, and with that, we want to make sure we have an acid so that we can activate those ingredients. This recipe probably, what's up, Colazo? Originally called for buttermilk, which has that acid necessary. Again, liking the half and half, that's why you're going to see the lemon juice on my recipe, to make up for that acid content. We added the rest of the dry, now we're adding the rest of the liquid, and we're going to go ahead and move this out of the way. We're going to mix this just until we get a batter. And we're there. Now this is going to be almost like a brownie batter. And when you look at this, you'll see it's almost like a thick brownie. And we're going to use a scoop to put these on the tray, okay? We're going to want to use a paper lined tray. And you can just use a disher. You can use the small, the big. You can use whatever you want, but remember to adjust your cooking times appropriately. We'll cook those off in a minute. So that we'd be able to show you everything here in one swoop, we went ahead and made some off, okay? So these are what the cookies are going to look like. They're more like a cake in texture, but they're firm enough to where we can pick them up and handle them. Now, let's see if we can get this on tape here.
All right, so we're gonna live TV. There goes my doggies. All right, so we're making whoopie pies, and traditionally you would put some marshmallow fluff in the middle of this, and that's okay. You can do marshmallow if you like. Myself, we're going to be using a little bit of peanut butter pie filling, and we're just going to put a big glob right here in the middle of each one of these. Oh, we had a blowout. Live TV, that's all right. Watch how we do. We're going to take our disher, and we'll just put a nice scoop in the middle of each one. All right. All right. Now, we're going to just go ahead and get this a little started here, a little mash on this. And the reason I use the pastry bag is so we get that even placement on the cookie. You don't have to be so specific. Just get it in place. And then here comes the good stuff, guys. I don't know if you can see that. Little bit of VooDoo candy bacon. Now, we have this in a crumble. So, I don't know if you can see. It's like little bacon bits. And we're just going to put this in here. And you can lay it in however you like. We just get it right inside the cookie there. And then we're going to just real easy shut this cookie down. And look at that bad boy right there. Golly. Can't wait to taste that. If you wanted to go a little different, we made some into strips, and we can put this on here, kind of like my partner says, hamburger style. And we can actually make our cookies kind of resemble hamburgers with bacon on there. Now, I like the little dots, the little bacon bits, because they're going to go through. We're going to get a nice little bite with each piece. And as we look here, check this out. Real simple. You got your nice little whoopie pies filled with peanut butter. And chocolate and peanut butter is a great combination. I love them. And then we can always doll these up a little bit by taking our sifter of powdered sugar, and that's all this is, guys. It's a fine mesh strainer with 10X in it. And we just lay this out, and we just get a little tap across our cookies to put a little dust on top of our whoopie pies. And that's the final product. So let me get my producer back in here to adjust the screen. Pretty simple. You can leave the bacon off. Yep, this would be a version of an Elvis, but there's no banana in it. That might make it too healthy. You know, that whole fruit thing. Butter, bacon, caffeine, carbs, and bourbon. Did I say bourbon? So we've got our glass already. And we've got our Jack ready to rock and roll like always, guys. We're gonna pour ourselves a nice little Jack Daniels here, because chocolate and bourbon, it's kind of some yummy stuff. And gotta be honest, I'm about ready to get into this bad boy. You're welcome to stick around and watch if you want. You don't have to, but this is about to happen. Jeff Bolt, what's going on? Lightning Bolt in the house. Charles Nash, Brenda Galantine. Thank all you guys for coming in, but you know, it's time to get a little bit of little whoopie pie on. So stick around if you want. If not, make sure you check us out Friday night on the VooDoo Chef podcast on the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, ring the bell, all that fun stuff. We'll see you guys.